YouTube problems. So some of you may have seen about, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, I made a video. I think it might have been called something with YouTube problems in it, but I'm still very much in that space. YouTube is the hardest thing I've probably ever done if we consider it entrepreneurship. In my entrepreneurial journey, YouTube is the hardest, let's say, just like personal project I've done. I never thought I would struggle with this so much. It's honestly weird because you see all these YouTubers, they're like, I quit YouTube, and you're like, oh, you fucking what's so hard about it, But it's just like, I don't know. It just is. This probably sounds so silly to some people that aren't in that situation, of course, but it's just really been a struggle. Now that I even say it out loud, it just sounds so silly that I hardly even feel the same way as I feel when I'm in solitude, feeling bad to myself. But to put it into perspective, over the past 2 months, I really, really buckled down on YouTube, I feel. Before this, this is not me buckling down. This is me just experimenting and saying some stuff. But I had, 6 or 8 weeks of 2 to 3 videos every single week with a solid chunk of 3 videos a week for a big portion of that. And that is a lot of work. And these were thoughtful videos with a lot of editing, a lot of planning. These were not just sit down and talk to a camera for 10 minutes, hit record, hit stop and upload it. Like, these were really what I feel like were the best videos I've ever made. And the comments definitely agreed with that. And everybody that has watched my videos, particularly in the past few months, that commented on those videos, you guys are like the real ones. I mean, I really think there was some good stuff, and I really think that I also think it's funny for me to say my own stuff is good, but I just mean I was putting more effort in. I was trying to really make some great videos, and the comments agreed with that. What is a bummer is that just nothing has happened. If we're thinking about this as ROI, which I kind of just got saying I'm not thinking about things as ROI as much, but it's just hard to be motivated to keep up that pace when nothing is happening. And obviously, if I was hearing somebody say this, I would say, you stop focusing on the numbers, do this for yourself, all of that. But I kind of just feed off of momentum. If those other topics are doing really well, I'd be like, oh yes, I'm doing the right thing. Like, I need to keep this going. But instead, it's like when I put a lot of effort into a video and I put it out and it does okay for like the first 12 hours, and then it just dribbles off a cliff forever. And then I never have gotten a video pushed in like so long. It's been so hard. I don't get it, because there's channels that just constantly have momentum and they just tier up to the next tier constantly. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I feel like I've made some really good ones. Not to sound I guess if you're listening this far at this point, I'll just be a dick, because at this point you probably like me if you're listening to this far. I feel like I've put some effort into my videos that really put me into the higher percentile of YouTube channels, not just in Amazon content, but just in general. Like, I'm putting in real effort to a lot of these videos, whereas I don't know. I feel like they should be doing well. I feel like if they were just put in front of people by the algorithm gods or whatever, I feel like they would do well, which is kind of the bummer. And so, I was sticking on that schedule, and then I just kind of hit a wall right after the burnout video, which is kind of ironic. I was just like, I think it was because I think that might have been my best video I ever made. And it did like maybe the worst of any video over the first 48 hours that I've ever had. I think it's been about 10 days now, and it still doesn't even it has like 900 views or something, which is, I'm very grateful for the 900 views. I could be stuck at 2 views, but, I just want to hopefully hit a stride of momentum so it can lead somewhere, because until then, it just feels like this constant battle, whereas I get all excited about these new ideas, or I make a video that I feel really good about and I'm so excited to get it out there, but then it just dribbles off a cliff and I'm like, I'm just kind of, why am I doing this? That's the way it feels sometimes. So it's just a bummer. I don't want it to sound so negative. I'm insanely appreciative of anybody watching a ramble like this, and I'm insanely appreciative of anyone who watched or commented or anything on any of those videos or any video I've made. But it's just a bummer to put a lot of effort into something, and over time too. It's not like I did this once and I'm like, oh, it didn't work. Like, what the heck? I had the consistency. I upped the quality. I made some topics I thought were important and just still dribbling off a cliff. It's just weird. And then I went silent for a week and everything just died. It was like, wow, like it's weird. It just feels weird. Not that I don't want to be famous. I don't want any of that. I just want momentum so I can put out topics I feel are important and impact more people. I'll get into this on a later point, further down the list that I want to talk about, but it'll tie in. But that's a bit of where my head's at with YouTube. Is just like, it can make me really bipolar. And again, just to reiterate, I don't care about the likes or whatever. I just care about what it can lead to, and sort of the feedback loop is what I care about. So hopefully, eventually, one of these videos that I put effort into, gets in front of some new faces. We'll see.